Man, there are so many different things I want to talk to you about, but maybe we can just retouch on something we talked about while the song was playing.
Right.
So what it is that music goes in different cycles. Sometimes it's really popular, and sometimes it disappears for a minute. And so I remember in the late 80s, early 90s, techno music became really big. There was like 2 Unlimited and Moby and The Shaman. And then techno became really hard, and people were frowning on techno. People, are you listening to techno? You got to be kidding. Like deep house is all it's where it's at, and Latin house is where it's at. And so now the same thing happened again, and you kind of got caught up into that. So, so how did you decide to stay straight the whole time? You didn't veer into anything else. You stayed with the house music.
You know what, man? The passion that I have for the whole thing that's got me in it and kept me in it, right? Like, it's always been good music, right? And for me, I started as a DJ, then I jumped into the production, then I was doing both. And when I get tired of one, I go to the other, and I feed off of that. After putting out so many releases, and if people don't know, they can go to Discog today and put DJ Sneak, not DJ Snake. Right. You know what I mean? Put DJ Sneak there and see how much the body of work that I brought to the culture. You know what I mean?
Well, do you know off the top of your head how many songs you have released, how many productions you've made?
No, it'd probably be close to 5,000.
Wow.
You know, like between remixes and stuff, compilations, remixes, 12 inches, EPs, all that stuff. Like if you put it together, there's about 63 pages in this cogs. Last time I checked.
Your wife and your kids must be very understanding that their dad and husband spend so much time in the studio.
Well, yeah, they got used to it. My kids come to my studio now and mess with my equipment. But you know what, man? Earlier in my career, I realized that I had something going for me. And once in that big boost in the 90s happened, and You Can't Hide From Your Bud and all these things that really boosted my career, I decided that I had a lane.
Right.
And all I had to do was stay in my lane.
Yeah.
No matter what happened, no matter after the jumps of music and the trends and all this stuff, house has never failed me. So why am I going to fail to house music? You know what I mean? So I just stayed in the lane. I figure out my worth, and I stayed in my lane. And whoever came my lane, I'd be like, cool, you're welcome to be here. Let's go. You know what I mean? And whatever.
Yeah, you've done great. That was a very good decision.